time. Yeah. Just can't get enough, girl. I need your. Ooh, and I want your. Girl, you know I need your loving. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, what we say? Every night, every morning, stay on my mind. And every time I'm dreaming, all the time. Yeah. Just can't get enough, girl. I need your. Ooh, and I want your. Girl, you know I need your loving. Yeah, 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 yeah. Thinking of times in the bar, when love after
WEFM is SVG.
What's up? Call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
It is time for another talk segment here on Activated Mornings with Roleza and Dianna. Good morning to all of our listeners. At this time, we are going to have our commentary from Mr. PeeJohn, who is already on the line with us. PeeJohn, good morning.
Good morning, ladies. I have a question that I will also attempt to answer. Do Vincentian men know how to keep their women happy? So I wholly view that women in this country are not happy with our men folk. When it comes to the treatment of women, our men, with some exceptions of course, are generally failures. I would therefore like to offer some advice to men on a crucial topic: how to keep a Vincentian woman happy. First and foremost, respect is key. A woman who is respected, that is like her voice is heard, her opinions valued, and her boundaries honored, will feel secure and appreciated. That's the foundation of happiness. Secondly, be present. In a place like ours, where community and family matter, spending quality time together goes a long way. Time together speaks of love. Thirdly, support your woman's dreams. Many Vincentian women are ambitious, hardworking, and full of ideas. Whether she's running a small business in Kingston, studying at the community college, or raising a family, encouragement and real support mean everything. Fourthly, let's not forget about affection. Little things such as a kind word, a hug, a compliment are often the biggest gifts. Romance doesn't have to cost a thing, but it must be genuine. Fifthly, never raise your hands at a woman in anger. Unlike what you may have been taught, it is not a sign of love or affection. It is simply barbarity. Finally, communicate, talk, listen, laugh, apologize when you're wrong, or even if you're not wrong, and forgive with grace. A happy woman is often one who feels emotionally safe. Making a woman happy is not about grand gestures. It is about consistent love, loyalty, and effort. Here in SVG, we cherish connection. And when we build it with honesty and care, happiness flows. Oh, by the way, if you don't have any money or the means to support all of this, just forget it. And that's my rant for the day.
But PeeJohn, I see on this list where it said don't cheat. Where don't cheat come from on this list? Which number?
No comment.
No comment. I would like to think that should be number one or somewhere on the list. PeeJohn, so we could. So wait now, hold on. I engage in you. So the man could do all these other things, but cheating is okay. Still no comment.
Where in my rant have you seen that? Consistent love, loyalty.
Consistent love and loyalty. All right.
Exactly.
All right, PeeJohn. Later.
That was PeeJohn giving us his usual morning commentary there, asking the question, do Vincentian men know how to keep their Vincentian women? Is it just to keep happy? Right. The Vincentian men know how to keep their Vincentian women happy. Before we get into that, good morning once again. It's another Tuesday morning here on WEFM. We know the days are going down quickly. Before you know it, May is going to be over, and then it's going to be summer. So if you're one of those people who intend to get a summer body or whatever, if you plan to work on a body for summer, probably have like 3 months to do that. Yeah, so you could, get going. But for the rest of us, we chilling. Good morning, Roleza.
Morning, everybody. Good morning, Dianna. Trust as usual that everybody is doing okay. And went into town yesterday and traffic was still horrendous. So I hope that today would start to see a little bit of an ease up of that situation. And we will touch on traffic a little bit after in this morning's commentary, right? But before I forget, because this is what always happens, I want to shout out a few persons before we head too deep into things. Mm-hmm. So Mr. Macri from Penniston working at CWSA, good morning to you. He's an avid listener of the program, as well as to Maya. Remember I told you I've met this lady by Alan's.
Yes.
Alan, so I met her again yesterday somewhere else. So yes, good morning to Maya. And good morning to the ladies who are usually at the car park, Anglican car park. Now, last week I mentioned the Mrs. Gibson, not one of them named Gibson, right? So good morning to Beverly, Marilyn, Anis, Petra, Debbie, Norma, Cheryl, to Kathy and the friend from School for Children with Special Needs, of course to Mrs. Cato and Mr. Coombs, the sole gentleman who's always amongst the ladies. Good morning to all of you, all right? And of course, to our usual listeners, those who are the silent listeners among us, just want to say good morning to you and trust that you're going to have a good day. We are going to try our best to make it a good one until 10 a.m., all right?
And indeed we are, okay? All right. So we are going to get into our comments for PeeJohn's commentary. Do Vincentian men know how to keep their Vincentian women happy? Fellas, we would really like to hear from you this morning. How can we hear from you? 457-9997. Call us if you heard PeeJohn. Do you agree with PeeJohn, or do you have anything you want to add to that list? What do you think of that list? He mentioned 5 things: respect, spend time together, support her dreams, show her some affection, and never hit her. Some very valid points he raised here this morning. I think for the affection one, I feel like from observing and from speaking to some men that it is something that some of them, not all of them, some of them genuinely want to work on, but they would mention that, when they were a child, they didn't, we don't grow up in these homes where we don't, some of us at least, you don't get those hugs, you don't get those kisses and those I love you. So, becoming an adult and having to either get those from somebody or give them to somebody, it's like a whole strange thing to you, that you have to go and probably talk with friends who got those.
I am so rolling my eyes.
Or do your own little research, that's one of the things that I've heard before. As PeeJohn was talking though, it reminded me of the 5. I remembered the 5 love languages, the 5 love languages. What is your love language, Roleza?
Communication. Honest and open communication.
That's not one of the 5 love languages either.
So they're going to talk about of touch and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that one. No.
Give me communication above all of that, please.
Okay. So, if anybody who does not know what the 5 love languages are, they're words of affirmation. So some persons say they prefer one over the other, or their love language is one. Some say theirs is all, or it can be a group. So words of affirmation, if you like people telling you, giving you compliments, always telling you look nice, or ooh, you look hot in the outfit, boy. Like when we dress up nice, Vinci does say, hey, Apaya, go. That's their compliment. Then you have acts of service. So you're the kind of person who likes when things are done for you, you like people cooking for you, you like people cleaning for you, you know, washing the dishes that are in the sink, probably washing some clothes, hanging them out. Physical touch, you like to be touched, hugged, not touched like inappropriate touches, but you just like to be touched, you know, just to feel that presence there, get a little hug or something like that. You like to spend time together. So there's quality time. And then the final one, receiving gifts. So you like to be gifted, like to receive things on a regular. I can't even answer PeeJohn question, to be honest. Do they know how to keep Vinci women happy? I don't know. Do they want to? Are they trying? Are they interested? I don't know. For the people who are in relationships and the people who are looking, you could probably tell us. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. You pass this over to me?
Yeah.
All right. I would just say to Vincent, man, please know what you want. I think that is really and truly the starting point. Know what you want. I think that there are some men who, you know, you see a girl, you like a girl, and, you know, she mightn't be giving you the time of day initially. She might be ignoring you. But what it is that I found that some men seem to like the race, right? They like to be able to say that, you know, they pursue this young lady or whatever, and at the end of it, they have quote unquote conquered her, right? So they enjoy the race, but not so much the prize, right? Because once they've captured the prize, then, you know, they just become lackadaisical in everything that they do. So to me, is know what you want. If you see a woman going down a particular road, if she's headstrong in terms of getting her career together, getting her business together or whatever, you know that she's down a particular road, do not try to change her. Or don't try to criticize her when you know that you've met her in a particular way. All right. There are some men as well too, is that, you know, you've met a woman in a particular way, maybe size, looks, you know, she might not be a glamour person or whatever the case might be. But, you know, you're trying to change her and to mold into what you would prefer for her to be. If you see a woman, you know, be in a particular way up front, you can either determine this is who you want to be with or who it is you do not want to be with. Pick a side, please. Right? Pick a side and don't wait until they get into a relationship to then decide that you want to mold or to change this person. No. Know what you want. If you're out for just fun and games, oh gosh, let the women know that you're just up for fun and games. Many women, or at least some women, depending on the stage of their life that they're in, they are wanting to be able to be in a settled relationship. Mm-hmm. Many might be working towards marriage, or many might not necessarily be working as yet towards marriage, but they're just not into playing around, right? So if you know that you're at the stage where, you know, you just offer fun and games, you just want to have, friends with benefit, let the person know that up front. Don't mislead them into thinking that there's possibly going to be a relationship when you know that you're not ready for a relationship. All right. So I think my biggest thing is just, you know all you want, please. And if you don't know what you want, leave people girl children alone. Just leave them. All right. So, yeah. I mean, apart from the other things that PeeJohn said, yes, those are important. Not cheating is also another one for me because, all right. But, yeah, just state what you want up front. Right. And let her decide.
I think some of them know exactly what they want.
Yeah, but tell me.
They're doing exactly what they want. Their goal is to hurt. They come with the intention. Some of them, they already come with that intention. They know they're not going to love you that particular way. Listen, I've heard some accounts from some friends and other females, and listen, the things that some men, it's like they have a demon living in their head, Roleza. The kind of things that some men do. So there are ladies where men would say, I get her pregnant for spite. I'm going to hold you down. I want a baby to hold you down. I want you, whatever career, whatever plans you have, to cut short. There are some men who would, they figure you out and they learn how, all I could say is like they have demons in their head, Roleza.
Well, the demons in the head that you're talking about, I would look at it from a vantage point of maybe a woman has hurt them in the past. And every single woman after that is paying for this woman. Or every woman after that has to prove herself to this man that she is not like the woman who has hurt them. And I mean, the thing of it is that I am trying to start over with a clean slate. If I get into a relationship with somebody, I'm trying to start over with a clean slate. I don't expect you to be bringing your demons from the past that have absolutely nothing to do with me into a new relationship.
No, that means not even from the past. That means from hell. That is from hell. Some of them have that, and some of them, they just are like that. Like especially if they loved you and they, that there's some men they claim to love you, they have you, they don't treat you good, and they expect that you're just going to. Some men believe that you can't leave, you're going to stay there forever, and accept that, especially when you show them that you love them more than you love yourself. And eventually, when that woman moves on, because he always thought, yeah, she has to stay with me, and he figures that if she leaves me, she must come back, and she doesn't do that. That thing, to some of them, it messes with their head, and they just set about on a part of vengeance. Right? My very close friend of mine shared her story with me, Roleza. I can't even get over it, but I can't. I wish I could share with you, but I think the time will come. That's why the man is like Satan sent that man.
And that's
give him a direct message, Roleza.
That's why they always say sometimes love is not supposed to be a struggle, and it's not supposed to be a fight. If you are fighting to prove yourself to a man, should you actually be there? Exactly. What the things that you do, you demonstrate your acts of kindness. You do little random things for them. You let them know that they're appreciated, that they wanted, that you actually want to be in this relationship. Am I supposed to struggle with that? Love is not supposed to be a struggle. So, yeah. All right, it's 7:35.
Yeah, we gotta go. So we are going to leave right now and go straight into our traffic talk.
Nothing else sounds